too much play on this pair for that ball right now.
So this was a burnt up pair for us.
Yeah, definitely. This is the pair we filmed the matches on. So they got a lot more games on them than like the lane I'll be showcasing the ball. We're gonna give you a fresh lane to be able to see how this ball actually is supposed to be reacting. This right now, they're just a bit too broken down for the actual strength level of the ball for like someone like me right now. So this is the first shot on that lane. So with this new Eternity Pie, lanes are really fresh, probably about like 4 or 5 shots thrown on it. You see that they still bites pretty hard in the back. This ball definitely has a little bit more in the back part of the lane than I anticipated it would. I thought it was gonna be a little bit smoother, but we got a couple games on it, shined up a little bit, so it's definitely giving a little bit more shape in the back. So that one I kind of got a little quick with the hand, missed at the bottom. Just got it to the right pretty quick, and it still tried to make it. So that's a really good sign. That's a miss that for me is like gonna have no chance, and that almost got there. So that's a really good sign.
Where would you put this in like ranking from like the Tour Dynamics, this ball, the clone, some of the solids and stuff like that from some of the...
I think in terms of strength level?
Yeah.
I would say it is probably the same strength level as the clone's cover, or a very similar strength level to that, but it's got a duller finish to it, so it's definitely gonna be a lot earlier and a lot smoother. But I'd say that those balls are gonna be somewhat on the same pedestal in terms of overall cover strength. The clone will be cleaner than the Eternity Pie will be, but I would say that just because of the shape being different, they're not that whole lot different strength levels. So that's about a 4-board move left. Get my hand to be more natural, a little bit more natural speed that I like to use. So you can see this ball has a lot of energy it retains. So I mean, this thing hits really hard for how strong the cover of the ball is. All right, if you couldn't tell from the color scheme of that ball, that is the original Gem. So if you could tell by that shot right there how much more forward that ball went, this ball definitely picks up sooner and is definitely a lot more forward in the back. So for me, they're not different enough to where I would necessarily carry both in my bag per se. But they do have enough of a difference, and if you like to keep one a little bit shinier and one a little bit duller, you could definitely have them both in your bag for sure. So that's the Exotic Gem. As another kind of like ball that's a really strong core, really strong cover stock, kind of compared to, even though it's a pearlized ball. Just want to show you kind of the difference in how much more downlane that ball is going to shape. So in comparison to the Eternity Pie and the Gem, the original Gem too. So original Gem was a lot earlier, a lot more smoother. Eternity Pie is kind of in between the two, and the Exotic Gem definitely had the most skid flip reaction, I should say. All right, that ball is definitely the nut. So if you haven't got one yet, you need to.
You know what we're doing here. We're back again, comparing balls to the new Eternity Pie by 900 Global. Today we're gonna put the new ball up against the clone, which has been a very good favorite of mine, as well as a Cuda from Columbia 300, a step down symmetrical ball.
Derek, you like this ball a lot, obviously, because if they haven't seen it on your Facebook or ours, that you bowled 300, 800, game 2. You know, that's a fun feat that I think everybody wants to have happen.
Yeah, right out of the box, we nailed them really good in league at Lakeview. First game I bowled 240, nice 9 out in the 10th like a goofball. Came back and bowled 300 and 260 the last game. The ball just literally could not miss. No matter where I threw it, it struck. I ran them over. There was not a single one that I'm like, uh-oh. They were just absolutely 10 in the pit every single time. So I'm loving this ball. Everything I see so far out of it is something that's going to fit in my bag great. The balls that have the white in it just roll really, really well. The storm balls that are white, asymmetrical bowling balls, I like a lot. Lock, Crux Prime, and oh my god, what's the other one I'm thinking of? Oh, the Critical Carry from way back when. It's hooking.
I've asked both of those guys. I might not have asked Kyle, but do you think this ball hooks more or less than what you expected, or earlier, or you know, just anything different than what you expected?
No, I really don't think so. I think when I see big asymmetrical balls from the Storm line, this is pretty much what I expect. They're typically longer down the lane than the Ebonite ones. Ebonite ones tend to read very, very early, and these ones are typically a little longer and a little sharper off the spot, and that's exactly what I see out of this one, which typically I like these ones more and get more play out of them, simply because we don't bowl on a ton of volume a lot in Arizona. They just hook a lot. So I see more value out of ones like this than compared to mindsets that I gotta scuff the 500 because we're bowling on 45 feet. This one just gets more play. I can't throw one good.
That's why you buy that one.
Yeah, it just strikes.
Strikes when you don't throw it good.
Mark's his cheerleader.
Great cheerleader. We've only bowled league together for 400 years. Thank you.
That was a little more better.
10 back. Let's go. This ball. Alright, now let's throw some other ones.
He's gonna throw the clone, which you guys know that he loved.
Yeah, I gave this one fire, didn't I?
I think you went higher. I think you might have given it a
Oh,
nut.
the nut's the best, right?
You
Yeah,
did,
I gave it nut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one a lot at Union Hills because they hook a little bit more. So this one
With
got
the
down
shine?
the lane a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make a 3 left. Yeah. Those two go really, really well together. Wow, that was still pretty sharp. I probably need to go like 1 or 2 back if I want to throw it out there. So it's, you can see it's pretty close. It just stores its energy much better than the Eternity does. Yes, and then there's this symmetrical piece you can see just a lot smoother than the other ones. Doesn't try and jerk as hard. Is the bigger balls. So, all right, so we just got done throwing the Eternity and comparing it to a couple different balls. As you can see, I'm pretty confident in this Eternity. I like what I see out of it. It fits a spot in my bag that I like a lot, that big asymmetrical ball that starts up a little sooner, but isn't crazy off the spot like the Reality. For me, this ball is the absolute nut. There's no doubt in my mind. I love it. I can't wait to throw it more. It is so good. Go get one today.
I think makes me look way better than I am.
That was nasty anyway.
Not good at all either.
All right, so wasn't recording, now I am recording. You are throwing the Eternity Pie.
Yes.
And you brought your Reality to compare it to?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you were saying it's always the Reality. Why is that?
This ball's the GOAT. At least one of them. It's up there. That thing hooks so much.
You think that was you, or do you think that was the ball? What on that shot specifically? Because you were surprised.
I got that one to the right. I just did not think that it was going to hook that much. I thought it was going to be a little slower off of it.
This guy's disgusting. So you think the Eternity Pie is slower?
Yeah, it's way less responsive to friction than the Reality is. It's overall definitely stronger in the front part of the lane, but it still doesn't hesitate. Like when you move left, it still gets around the corner, which is surprising.
100% hooks with the other one. That's right.
So you think your Eternity Pie absolutely slams that?
Yeah. Every squirrel finds its nut, and this one's one of those nuts.
All right, so it's the nut. What do you have this in between in your bag, or like where do you think it's gonna slide?
It'll definitely probably be at the top of my bag, but it's just different. It's gonna be one of those first type out of the bag with kind of like that dynamics, that tour dynamics, but way stronger down lane.
And you think this will be better for like tournament play or house play?
Yeah, definitely tournament play. Unless you have if you're a little rev rate challenge, it'll be good for the house patterns, but if you want to hook it a little bit, probably going to be a little too strong for your average house pattern.